The Detroit Lions are going to have a big decision to make with Jameson Williams this offseason. Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Mike Payton from A to Z Sports Detroit. Today we're going to talk about a big decision that the Lions are going to have to make with Jameson Williams this offseason. Now, Jameson Williams just had a big season for the Lions, went over 1,000 yards, had 7 receiving touchdowns, did some stuff on the ground as well, put another touchdown on the board. You know, in the rushing world, he's just been a big part of this Lions offense in 2024. And now comes the decision to make. He is at the end of his 4th season, and the Lions have a choice to whether or not they are going to extend him or they're going to opt to go with the 5th-year option. Now, you know, I can totally understand why your first thought would be extend this guy. Like, that's 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, huge part of this offense. Everybody could see that. I'm with you. Like, keep this guy around as long as you possibly can. That speed and his ability to do what he can do, it unlocks so much in this Lions offense. And I think whoever comes on as the offensive coordinator is going to love that ability. The problem is, and I hate that, you know, we have to talk about it, but we have to talk about it. He was suspended last year with the gambling thing, got suspended again this year, then was part of an internal investigation with the Detroit police, for a whole thing with the gun. And it's not, we don't have the checkbook. You know what I'm saying? Like, fans, reporters, we might feel like this is a no-brainer. Get Jameson Williams extended, but the Lions are the ones who have to pay that money, and they might be of the thinking that, hey, while we love you, Jameson, and while we believe that you've shown growth as a human and as a professional, and while we've seen that growth, we still feel like we need to see a year of you with no outside interruptions, with no suspensions, no, being in the news for the wrong reason, like none of that stuff, and if you can do that, then we'll be willing to offer you the biggest check you've ever seen in your entire life and make you one of the highest paid receivers in the league. Now, if you're Jameson Williams, like, you almost kind of feel like that's what you want, right? Like, you kind of feel like an extension would be great because it locks you down with the Lions for, another 3-4 seasons or whatever that the length of that deal would be. But at the same time, if I can bet on myself and go out and put up another 1,000+ yard season with double-digit touchdowns and, put up highlights every week and make a Pro Bowl and do all this and not be suspended and have no troubles whatsoever, there's a really good chance that I could, turn that 5th-year option into a giant contract after that, in which I'm one of the highest paid receivers in the game. I get why Lions fans would want to go with the extension because it makes sense to lock him down. But from Jameson's point of view, it kind of makes more sense to not get the extension and to want to prove yourself. And, I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at this point. That's going to be a really hard decision for Brad Holmes to make. It's not as simple as it looks, on the outset. So we'll see what they wind up doing, but I do know that this is going to be the big decision to make of the offseason, and the Lions don't have a whole lot of time in which they need to make it. So it's got to be, this decision has to be made within the next 3-4 weeks. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what the Lions do, and we'll see you guys next time.